maybe around age 16, I sort of fell away from God. Like I think I was more just trying to like live on my own terms.
Since she was born, she was our beautiful little girl. At times could be a little bit rebellious, but God has always been in control, like since the moment she was conceived.
I moved up to Sydney, started working up there, and I lived by myself in Randwick. I started working at a bar for about a year, and I don't know, it just felt like something wasn't right. Like it wasn't, nothing was completing me. As much as I tried to do yoga or I tried to like confide in friends, and it didn't really feel that. And I remember working at the bar and saying like, you know, I need to come home. I think something needs to change. I don't know what it is. And so then I decided to come home, and then everything was just like, yeah, reality, I think, hit me.
She arrived here on a Sunday evening to my husband and I, and she said, I think I need to go to emergency because I'm not in a good place. That moment was when she was trying to cry out to us and say, you know, something's not right.
I think it's pretty normal for every, you know, young adult or a teenager to like, you know, go through life and try and obviously figure themselves out. Like that's what, it's quite natural, you know, to do. I guess maybe I was probably running away from a lot of things, running away a lot from myself and what I could potentially actually do in my life. And so it was almost like, yeah, everything just sort of came crashing down and sort of broke completely onto the person that I was, you know, the way I would talk to people or how I would treat my body or treat my mind. Everything came into reality.
One day I walked into her bedroom and she was teaching. She had turned in her bedroom into a classroom and she was teaching all of her dolls Psalm 139. She had it posted all over the walls. She would have been little because I started going to Lighthouse in the end of 2001. Yeah, so years later, when she decided to start going to the church that she goes to, on the day that she started going, the pastor was teaching or preaching on Psalm 139.
So I joined a church named Salt. You know, they were obviously showing, you know, what events were on in Wollongong, and Hope kept coming up. One of the pastor's wives asked if I wanted to come. I said yes. I had a pretty down day that day. My pastor at Salt actually had said to me, you know, if you base your Christianity on a feeling, then, you know, one day you're gonna be high for God and the next day you're gonna be low, you know, it's a commitment. So I was committed, I said yes, so I went and I heard their testimonies on the screen, and Michael Youssef was preaching. To be honest, he reminded me of like a grandfather. And his message was beautiful, and I think everything was piling up in my head, everything he was talking about. And then my mum messaged me and said that she was there. I think in that moment, a lot of moments I've had with my mum growing up in the church was sort of coming back up to the surface. And so knowing that she was there when she wasn't gonna come, quickly said to the girls, like, I've got to go see my mum. And I went and found her. And she was with one of her friends who's known me since I was 5 and have been praying. They've been both praying for me for years to come to God on my own. I saw her and I just didn't want to let go. I cried and I cried. And they were on stage saying if anyone wanted to come down to the front, and a beautiful girl named Rachel prayed for me to let go and to not judge and not judge myself, and for peace. Actually, we prayed for peace. Yeah, it was beautiful because I could see my mum worshipping God, how she's been worshipping God for the last 20 years I've seen. Yeah, I saw a lady next to her do the same thing, and it just almost made me feel like we're all doing it with God, like we're all trying, we've all got these different journeys. Some of us come awful, pull around that I'm not I'm not better than anyone else because of this. It's just we're all worshipping God, you know, however we do it. It was beautiful just to let go there, and I felt very welcomed. Since then, I actually got baptised, which is really beautiful. Yeah, I got baptised with salt on Easter Sunday. I've been more dedicated to reading the Bible and dedicating my faith every day. And I've still got my challenges, definitely, but I am trusting God more every day.